is fun. And in the end, I think that the reason why we all like to learn is because it's enjoyable. And I love learning. It's just fun. The sense of discovery, the sense of aha, even just hearing small things. One of my goals that I set for myself this year is to meet an amazing person every single day. And on the surface, that sounds really hard. But what I've discovered is that it's not about meeting an amazing person, it's finding the amazing in every person. And I think about learning in a similar way, in that learning is there for you in every single situation. The question is, can you find that learning opportunity in everything that you see around you? So I find that I am constantly learning, and I find it to be so much fun because of how it helps me grow as a person and discover new things. I think that lifelong learning is what keeps you young. And I don't think young in terms of the way you look, but young in the way you feel. And we think of young as optimistic, as filled with possibilities. I work with some 20-year-olds, and to hear them talk, they're successful in their careers. These are entrepreneurs who've done very well, and they're 25, right? And they are still brimming with optimism in the sense that they individually can change the world. And I think what lifelong learning does for you is to say, I just learned something that can change the way I interact, the way the world works, because of what I have learned. And knowing that's still possible in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s is so life-giving, because it imbues you with an energy to go out and change the world that you live in. And so I find that lifelong learning is the thing that keeps you alive. It's the things that keep us growing, because you can learn facts, you learn things about people, you learn new places, new foods, and it's that sense of discovery, I think, that keeps us filled with life. I recently learned how to burp on demand, and I don't think I can do it right now, and I wouldn't do it anyways on video. But I have kids, I have teenagers, and being able to burp and do silly things like that with them is a great way to connect with them too as well. That it's not below me to do these sort of childish teenager things and to indulge in that. So I think in particular, that learning, again, the fun of that was not just knowing how the science and everything of how you can do it, but it's also being able to have that connection and to be able to be with my children and their friends at a particularly fun moment and kind of break down the barrier. I'm no longer the mom. I'm kind of this cool hip mom who will burp with her kids too as well. It's not beneath me. And so I look at opportunities like that to be able to learn. And the minute I say, I don't want to learn how to do that, that's silly, that's the minute when I say, I really should learn how to do that. It could be jumping off of buildings. It could be, I recently learned how to make sourdough bread with lots and lots of failures. And learning just all these different things. And especially with children in our lives, they constantly remind us how little we know. And by watching them grow and learn, we're learning right alongside with them. And I just think that's the most rewarding part of being a parent in so many ways.